Hello everyone, how are you all? And welcome to my channel. Okay, so today what are we gonna do is today we are gonna test the starch and proteins present in a food item. Okay, so let's start. What are we gonna need? I'll just tell you. And I have taken a mug which filled with water to wash the containers. Okay, I have an empty bottle like this small. Okay, I have this water also, and I have one dropper. I have the green gram powder, okay, and the millet powder. I have the millet powder. Now, I even have some cooked rice, okay. I have some cooked rice. Yeah, I do have some milk to test our proteins, okay. I do have some milk to test the proteins. I have a stick in place of, if you don't have the stick, you can use an ice cream stick also. Now, let's get in the liquids. Okay, I have small container like this also. And I have, now let's go with the liquids. I have iodine over here, sodium hydroxide, and another name of sodium hydroxide is caustic soda. And over here, I have copper sulfate. Okay, these three solutions I'm going to need for today's activity. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so I hope you all are ready, right? Yes. So, first of all, I'm taking one small container, means this container which I showed you, and I'm taking the jova, means the millet powder. Okay, I'll add a bit of that with the stick. Okay. Yeah, I added it. I'm keeping it aside. Yeah. So now when I will add the iodine, I will add three drops of iodine, and the color should change to blue black. And that means that the starch is present in this millet powder. Okay, whatever food item you're using. Yeah. So 3 drops are done, and it has turned to the blue black color. Can you see this? Just a second. Yeah. See this blue black color. I hope you can see. Okay. Now see that this indicates that there is starch present in the millet powder. Now just give me a second and wash it. Keep washing, okay. If you will keep the chemical, means the liquid actually, in, will not wash, what will happen is that will not be able to, that will just set down, and the color, it will not be removed again. Okay, now so I'm taking some, now for next thing I'm taking some cooked rice. Okay, yeah, I'm taking some cooked rice. Yay. Yeah. So I added, now I'm adding 2 to 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. It's very easily now. You will be able to see it very easily. See. Can you see this? Now, in rice also we can see that starch is presented. Okay. Yeah. Now, next, so I hope you got to know how to test what starch is present. You just need iodine, the solution. Now I'm keeping this aside. Okay, so let's test the protein. Okay, be ready. It's very fun. I'm feeling very fabulous doing this. Um, I have this bottle, right? I've opened the cap. Now, I have the dropper also over here. Now, what I'll do is I'll take some milk, okay, and I'll just put it in this. Okay, bit of milk is sufficient. Mm, just mix it properly now. Okay, more milk. Okay, this much milk, and then I will have to pour. I will have to pour 10 drops of water. Okay, so as I have the cup of water, now with the water, with this dropper, right? You can see this dropper. I'll take some water in. Okay, and where's that? Yeah, I will have to pour 10 drops of water. Okay, one. Now 10 drops of water I've poured. Then I'll take the cap, put on this. Now I'll shake it. Now we have caustic soda and copper sulfate, right? After mixing, let it set. Copper sulfate, we're gonna add it. So I will have to just make a hole with the needle for this copper sulfate. As I don't have this hole, it's very easy, okay, guys? Means happens what is you will let know. Now the qualities are different, right? So you will get to know that does our quality of this item, means food item, contain the starch or protein. Okay, now I'll add 3 drops of copper sulfate. Just give me a second. Yeah, okay, you can see this. It's turning a bit blue. If you want, you can add 4 to 5 also. By mistake, it happens actually with the new people who are trying this. And then I'm using this sodium hydroxide. And as I told you, the another name for this is caustic soda. In many books, if you're reading, it's written caustic soda, so don't get into the details. Okay, just imagine that it's sodium hydroxide. Okay, and I am pouring now 10 drops of sodium hydroxide, caustic soda. After adding, the clue to this is that after this, when you shake it, the color should be turned into violet. Okay, now let's see the magic. Okay, what's this? It's the dark violet. If it's violet only, and if more quantity of means copper sulfate is added now, then only the that turns to the very dark violet color. Now what I'll do is I'll put the cap again. I'll wash it. Yeah, I washed it. Still, then what's next, right? So next we are going to test the protein with the green gram powder. Okay, let's just keep this jowar and all aside. This rice, if you want, you can add. but I hope so. Rice doesn't contain proteins, right? It comes in carbohydrates. So I don't want to waste my time. Okay. So this copper sulfate I'm using again, green gram powder I'm using with my stick, as you know the stick. I'm going to add a bit of green gram powder. Now, if you don't have any bottle, which I'm using like this one, what you can do is it's very easy. Like this medicine cap, you can use the caps of bottle. You can use the big caps, right? You get in those long bottles. Those you can use because it's not compulsory. You have to use the that you just have to use the same materials which I'm using. You can use your mind. Okay, we are human beings. We have mind. No need to use the same materials which I'm using. At times it happens that no, at many houses you don't have the material, right? Just the compulsory materials are the solutions. If you want, at the last, I'll repeat the solution names also for you. Now, after this, again 10 drops. If okay, as we all know, we have to pour 10 drops. Yeah. One. After 10 is done, keep it aside. Now, time to shake it. Let's put it inside. Shake it. It will be a bit, okay, it will be a bit thick. If you feel like it's thick, I'll just show you. It's not thick by mine, but just to show you, you can add more 2 to 3 drops of water because it becomes a lot thick, Even it happens with me many times. I'm not perfect at many things. Nobody is perfect. So I'll keep this. We're using this copper sulfate. Okay. And this time I'll show you with the perfect 3 drops. Okay. Now, when you add the 3 drops, that slightly blue color, that's the last try. Okay. Then we're going to end up. Now, I'm using the sodium hydroxide caustic soda. Again, 10 drops. It's compulsory, okay? Whatever method I'm using, 10 drops only. I'll still share the method with you again at the last. Yeah. So you can change the quantity of the copper sulfate, but not of the sodium hydroxide, means the caustic soda, because see, yeah, when you add the perfect 3 drops of copper sulfate, the color is like this. From far away, I think you will be able to see it properly. Like, okay, like this. Yeah. So now I'll say you the method again. Okay. Actually, see, when you test for starch, main thing which you have to do is take a small container, pour or any food item, and then pour 3 drops of iodine. Okay. Iodine is like this. Actually, color is something greenish, yellowish, something like this. Okay. You will have to put 3 drops of iodine. Okay. And then if the color of that iodine, the color of that food item changes to blue black, you'll instantly be means be familiar with this methods afterwards, because it's very easy. If the color changes with blue black, okay, then that means that the starch is present in that or this food item. You can use any food item. We use today were rice and millet powder. we used millet powder, right? And rice, cooked. Okay, I used cooked rice, and I got to know that yes, starch is present. Okay, now then you okay, now starch is done. Let's test for proteins again. I'm saying okay. Now proteins. Okay, I used the milk. I used milk and I used milk and the green gram powder. Okay, and in if you have to test the proteins, it's compulsory to make the food items paste, powder, or it's compulsory to make the paste or powder, because that will not be means if you'll not get how to do, because see rice if you rice has carbohydrates, don't test for that. Okay, in the proteins, don't waste your time. Then after that, what you have to do is, in that, take some powder. I still have this. Okay, take some powder in that. Then it's not set, keep it shaking. Okay, don't let it sit. If you want to keep it to show anybody, so keep shaking, don't let it sit. Okay, now again to our topic. Now put the powder with any stick or whatever you have. You can use a bit of spoon also, just this much, one pinch I can say, or two pinch. And after that, add 10 drops of water using a dropper. Can you see the dropper? Yeah. Using a dropper, you can add 10 drops of water in this, any container. Just to test proteins, compulsory is that the container should be long, because water we add, right? So that must not be a small baby container. Okay, after adding 10 drops, shake it well, and then add 3 drops of copper sulfate, and then shake it well again. If you want to shake that time, if it's not compulsory to shake at that time only. After that, I didn't shake actually, and after that, I put sodium hydroxides, 3 drops, sorry, 10 drops. Okay, 10 drops, and then I shake after using all both the two solutions. And when I shaked, my color was this with the green gram powder. Okay, but when I used the what we say when I used the milk, rice, whatever we say, I used milk, right, for protein. It's liquid form, right? You can use liquid also. It's liquid form. That's the reason it was very shiny purple color. After that, after adding this, mix it, and if its color is violet, and that's the end. Okay, you know that that food item contains protein. Okay, so the solutions which I used, I'm repeating again for you so that you can do this activity at home. It's very boring at this lockdown, right? So it's easy. Lockdown is started. It's we are getting bored in Corona, right? So just for time pass and learning the EVS or science chapter, whatever you say, to learn that, I just shared this video. Many more videos I'm sharing with the study PPT and all. Okay, this video is for just testing. Time pass means learning time pass. Okay, now sodium hydroxide. Another name for it is caustic soda. Okay, caustic soda, and then next copper sulfate. It's a blue color. Okay, this you will add 2-3 drops. This other sodium hydroxide you will add 10 drops. For these both means the copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide were for proteins. Sodium hydroxide color is just white, as transparent means as our water. And then iodine. You will add iodine 3 drops for testing the starch. If that is to test the starch, it's also compulsory to make the powder, paste, or let it be the liquid form as milk is. Okay, then iodine you have to add 2-3 drops. The color of iodine is something like this. Okay, there's no name for this color. It's brownish yellow, I can say. Okay, so I hope you've learned many things from this video. You like my video. And if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe my video. Don't forget to comment it also. Subscribe it and press the bell icon for getting the notifications. Bye bye. It's end for today.